Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to my channel Invest in Your Face, where I share information I have learned along the way to help manage my melasma. Today I'm going to be talking about the makeup that I use to help conceal my melasma patches, so please keep watching. Okay, so I just want to start by saying that I am not a makeup artist and this is not a makeup tutorial. I would just like to share with you the makeup that I use to help cover up my melasma patches. So as you can see, I have no makeup on currently. I just have my usual morning skincare on. I don't even have my sunscreen on yet because I wanted to show you the sunscreen that I use because it helps to even out my skin tone and the appearance of the melasma patches even before I put on any makeup. So as you can see, I have the patches on the side of my face on this cheek and on this cheek, and the area above my upper lip requires no introduction. You can see it obviously here on the upper lip area, which is really bothersome for anyone who has the patches above the or in the upper lip area. You know what I mean. It just looks like a 5 o'clock shadow. And it's frustrating when you try to put makeup on. I've used many concealers in the past. That's why I'm happy to share with you what I do use and that I'm much happier with than some of the products that I tried in the past. The challenges with especially the patch that I have on my upper lip, it has more of a grayish color to it, and I find that when you put concealer on it, the color will bleed through, and when you put more makeup on over it, it tends to draw more attention to it. So I'm very careful to only use the minimum amount that I need for the coverage that I want. Okay, so I posted a video about the best treatment for melasma where I talk about the importance of sunscreen, and I showcase the sunscreens that I use and that I recommend. And in there I talk about this one sunscreen that I use almost every day, and here it is. It's by ItCosmetics. In fact, the foundation and concealer that I'm going to be recommending today are all from ItCosmetics as well. It's a line that I really like. They target problem skin, and I like that they collaborate with dermatologists to come up with these really great formulations. So you're not only getting makeup, but you're getting skincare within your makeup. So this one is the anti-aging Armour Super Smart Skin Perfecting Beauty Fluid. It has an SPF of 50, UVA UVB protection, active ingredients titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, which are the two main ingredients that I look for in all of my sunscreen. And I just want to read to you, it's right off their website. I don't want to miss any information about these products today, and it kind of helps showcase why I like them so much. Okay, so the key benefits for this sunscreen: it's a weightless beauty fluid. It hydrates, brightens, and repairs. And the SPF 50 protects and prevents aging. Skin perfecting technology optically blurs away discoloration and imperfections. A universal translucent shade has a subtle hint of color that evens the appearance of all skin tones with anti-aging peptides, niacin, hydrolyzed collagen, and hyaluronic acid. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on and shake it up. Okay, so I mentioned in my video about this product as well that it just really takes a pea-sized amount. I'm sorry, let's see if I can show that to you in the screen. I don't know if you can see it, but so when I apply my sunscreen and really foundation, anything that's gonna protect or conceal my melasma patches, I go for that area first so that I'm putting the most product there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure I get a good amount on my upper lip area and then blend it out to my nose. And it does go on. You can see the color. It looks light, but it's gonna blend in and it's more translucent. And then I go into the side here. melasma patch on this side, and I take it up into the eye area. This goes on so smoothly, and it's hydrating, and it's gentle enough for the eye area. Pick up a little bit more product and make sure I get this side. And then apply it onto the forehead. And make sure that I get the bridge of my nose. And really with the rest of the product, I'm just gonna kind of blend it into my neck and give it a good pat it in. Okay, so as you can see, it does, just with the sunscreen alone, it does even out the skin tone. So on some days when I just want to wear sunscreen, this is it. I don't apply any additional makeup, especially if I'm going to be out, like if I'm going to go hiking and I know that I'm going to be putting on sunscreen every few hours. I don't want to mess with a layer of makeup. Then this is usually how I go. Okay, so the foundation, again, this is by ItCosmetics as well. This is Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream and Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum. It's a mouthful. It's one of their best sellers. It's the one that I like the most. You can check out all their foundations. I highly recommend any of them, but this one I like because it is meant for mature skin, because that is what I have. So again, I'm going to go ahead and read about this product here. Okay, so this is their #1 best-selling, award-winning color correcting cream that delivers 7 products in one, including your full coverage foundation, hydrating anti-aging serum, and SPF 50 physical sunscreen, provides clinically tested hydration while diffusing the appearance of skin imperfections for flawless looking coverage that won't crease or crack. So just a little bit about the fact that there is sunscreen in this product, which I think is great. It's just kind of an added layer of sun protection, but I tend to still use a separate sunscreen, even though there may be sunscreen in my makeup products, because I don't always wear the makeup, and I just like being in the habit of skincare, sunscreen, and maybe makeup or makeup. So I like the fact that there's sunscreen in this, but I don't rely on that. This is my only source of sunscreen. So you just need a little bit. Like I said, this product is buildable. So if you like more of a full coverage, you could put 2 or 3 layers. But for just everyday makeup, I like to just go with 1. And so I'm just gonna show you, I like how this dispenses with the pump. So I just go with 1 pump. I don't know if you can see that on there. I don't know, the makeup artists who do these YouTube videos, they're so good at it. I watch them, and they're able to show the product. I don't know if you can see that right there. So I just have that 1 little pump there, and I use a makeup brush when I apply my foundation. I just think it's the best way to put on the product smoothly. You can certainly use a beauty blender, but I find that I lose too much product in the beauty blender. So I stick with the foundation brush, and you can use any foundation brush. This just happens to be a one by ItCosmetics. I highly recommend their brushes. They're very good, but any foundation brush will work just fine. Okay, so just like my sunscreen, I go in and I target my melasma patches first, because that's where I want the most coverage. So I'm just gonna go in and dab this on the area here, and then blend out. I kind of like to buff it in, and with the brush I just like to kind of, like I said, buff it in. I don't like using big streaks because I think that it you can see the brush texture in your skin, not the look we're going for. Okay, so I pick up a little bit more product and put it into this area where this patch is and blend it out. Blend, blend, blend. very important. And then I pick up the rest of the product that's on my hand and just kind of blot it into the areas there, and then bring it up into the forehead, down into my neck area. So as you can see, it's really not a lot of product. My skin still looks like skin, but I think it's allowed to even out the patches enough that it's not blaring. You can still definitely see it, but that's what concealer is for. Okay, so no big surprise. I already told you anyway, everything I'm mentioning today is by ItCosmetics. This is their Bye Bye Under Eye Concealing Pot. I use the shade medium. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna back up. On the foundation, I use the light. It comes in 12 shades. There are 2 shades lighter than the light, and well, 9 more darker than this one. There are 12 foundation shades. So there's a nice spectrum for you to find the shade that's right for you. In fact, I found this great website that allows you to put in the brands and products that you currently use, where you know what your shade is, and then you put in which brand that you're interested in, and it will tell you what your shade is in that particular brand and product. And it's called Foundation. I think that's very clever. But I will put that link in the description box below. It's super easy and super convenient, especially if you like to order foundation and concealer online and you don't want to go into the store. Okay, so back to the concealer. I use medium. It is their most common color. I'm going to show it to you here. It does, I don't know if that coloring really picks up on the camera, but it is a little bit on the peachy side, which I recommend, especially for melasma patches. It just helps to conceal it a little bit better. Okay, so this is anti-aging concealer. It's lightweight, long wear concealer, covers the look of everything you want without creasing or cracking. Anti-aging hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, caffeine, and green coffee extract. So I have dark circles under my eyes, so I use this concealer for my under eye area as well as my melasma. And the ingredients of caffeine and green coffee extract is excellent for dark circles. Those are 2 ingredients that I look for in my eye creams. So it's just a bonus that it also is included in this concealer. Okay, so back to my brush. This brush is actually a promotional one that I got one time when I ordered foundation. It's just a dual brush that has the foundation on one side and the concealer on the other. Of course, they sell the separate brushes also. Okay, so I pick up a little bit of the concealer on the brush, and I'm going to go in and hit that upper lip area. And again, I just like to kind of blot it in and kind of then blend out the product. Okay, so then when I go into the areas on my cheeks, what I like to do is kind of hit the perimeter of the patch, because I have found that when I'm concealing the patches, I'm going to state something very obvious right now, but the patch is dark and my skin is lighter. But it's that contrast in the skin tones that I like to kind of buff and try to blur that contrast, so it's not as harsh. And then I'll go in and blot in the center of the patch. And then kind of do the same over here. This patch here kind of sits lower on my cheek, and so that's it. if you can see, if you look hard, certainly you can still see the patches, but this is just the amount of coverage that I'm comfortable with and that I like, so that, like I've said before, when I look in the mirror, it's not the only thing that I see. And then certainly, again, the concealer is buildable too. You can put more on if you want more of a fuller coverage. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and finish up with the rest of my makeup, and then I will be right back. This is it. This is pretty much my everyday makeup look, and I like to finish it up with a little bit of powder on the areas of my melasma to help to give the concealer a little bit more staying power. And now that I have multiple layers of products on my lips, I'm just going to put a little gloss on there to bring my lips back to life. That's a little bit better. I don't know. Still looks pretty pale. There we go. And I do recommend this powder. It's by Jane Iredell. It's their Pressed Mineral Foundation. I highly recommend. And I just wanted to read to you a little bit about this powder. It contains antioxidants such as pine bark extract and pomegranate extract, a potent antioxidant that helps fight free radical production caused by sun exposure. So check that out. I will set up links in the description box below for all the ItCosmetics products that I talked about today, the pressed powder, along with the website, so that you can find your perfect foundation concealer that's called Foundation. And I will set that up. Please check that out. And if there is a foundation or concealer that you recommend, please put that in the comment section below to share. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I thank you for the time to invest in your face. Bye.